Right, very good evening to you all. I hope we're all good. It's Steve here from Weather Focus. It's Friday, the 5th of January 2024, and we're here to take a look at the weather for the UK for the weekend. Changes are afoot. We start the weekend with a jet stream that's firing its way to the south of the UK now. The drying trend has started. We end the weekend with that jet stream kinking round from the northeast, bringing in the long heralded cold spell that will be starting on Sunday. Right, we start the weekend with low pressure over the Low Countries and an area just to the north of Scotland. We end the weekend with high pressure well in control, quite a significant rise in pressure from something like 1005 to 1035 in just 48 hours. We start the weekend cool, we end the weekend cold. So, right, that's the background. Let's have a look at what's going on in regard to precipitation falling from the sky and actual weather. So this is the situation, well, this was the situation today at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Area of low pressure sitting over the Low Countries. That was all in association with that rainmaker that we had yesterday. And to celebrate the last band of rain across the south for quite some time, I celebrated by photographing it. I live at Folkestone in Kent, and this was yesterday around about 1 o'clock. I was just photographing the increase in cirrus clouds coming up from the south in association with that cloud and heavy rain. That was yesterday. And then I popped back down there this afternoon as it was clearing away. The breezes have started to turn into the north and the temperatures have started to fall. So, yeah, that's the picture of it. Right, anyway, let's get back to the weather story. So, we're going to start off with where we're at the moment. And this low pressure system over the Low Countries will start to fill and edge away. Just notice up towards the Low Countries, some purples there, indicating that that cold air from the east is starting to get a little bit nearer. Few showers across the eastern parts of the England and Scotland tomorrow morning, and over towards the north of Scotland, towards Orkney and Shetland. You're still being affected by that area of low pressure, bringing in more general rain. Throughout the course of the day, we keep showers close to the east coast and perhaps down towards the southeast coast for a time. That rain over Orkney and Shetland will be edging out the way throughout the course of the day, but the story tomorrow will be one of high pressure starting to build in from the west and across the north of the UK. So we end the day tomorrow with an increasing northeasterly breeze starting to turn cooler across England and Wales and high pressure across Ireland. So I think tomorrow night will become quite frosty across many western parts of the UK. Right, we go into Sunday and we keep this northeasterly breeze going across England and Wales. It starts to strengthen, and if you look into the southern North Sea, there will be showers running through on that easterly flow. At that stage, though, they are rain. It is blue. The uppers are still just a little bit too warm on Sunday, but it will be turning cooler from the east. Right, towards the north of the UK on Sunday, high pressure starting to really build, light breezes, probably some early mist and frost and fog for many places up there in the north, but yeah, essentially a dry day on Sunday as well. Just across southern and southeastern parts of the UK will there be more in the way of cloud and just the risk of a few showers. So those showers generally die out on Sunday night going into Monday. We turn cold, we turn frosty, especially across the north, across Scotland. Temperatures probably getting quite low, down towards -5, -6. But across the south of the UK, England and Wales, more of an easterly breeze there, keeping temperatures just a little bit above zero. Right, we just move in to around about 9 o'clock on Monday morning, and then I'm going to stop you there because if you look down towards the southeast, there are a few purples. There is the risk of a little bit of snowfall across the southeast on Monday morning. We'll come on to that in just a moment, but what we'll do is we'll just have a look at the weekend temperatures before we get there. So in terms of maximum temperatures tomorrow, you're looking at sort of 4s and 5s across Scotland, 6 to 8 in the south, and on Sunday that cooling trend starts to really start to bite. Highs of 4 or 5 in England and Wales, but perhaps only 2 or 3 degrees across Scotland with a frost up there early in the day. Right, what we will do now is we'll just have a little sneaky peek as to what's going on Monday, because there is some very cold air pushing in from the east. Those of you that have been tracking my forecasts will have noticed that we keep an eye on the 8:50 temperatures, and this is the situation at 6 o'clock on Monday morning. We've got 8:50s that are definitely cold enough and are in a region that is cold enough to support snow should we get the moisture. And if we just take a little look at the charts, I'm just going to see if I can find a suitable chart. Just bear with me a moment. I'll go back. There are some signs that we could be seeing a little bit of moisture coming in on Monday morning across the southeast. So I'm just going to just pull this here. We're going to go to the 850 HPA and go to Monday morning and see that, yes, there is a little bit of moisture in that flow coming across parts of the southeast. So that actually increases the risk of precipitation, gives us a little bit of condensation and perhaps a little bit of potential for snow. And as I say, we've just home in on that. You'll see that there is the chance of some wintry precipitation. A quick look at those ensembles for London suggests that, yeah, there's good support for upper air to start getting cold enough on Monday for the potential for that snow. And if we just take a look at the snow depths on the ensembles, it is picked up there. I'm not going to dwell too much on Manchester's or Inverness's because I think your risk is really quite minimal on Monday, as is Inverness. But do notice towards the right hand side of the screen, there is a new signal for something potentially much colder for the rest of the UK around about the 13th of January, and we will be tracking that. So do keep in touch with the forecasts. I think there's a little bit of ground to cover still from Monday to Wednesday, that cold spell. A bit of a warm up, but as I've mentioned, there's potential for another deep area of cold pushing in around about the 15th of January. Lots to keep an eye on. Anyway, if you like the content, please give us a like, a share, and a subscribe, and yeah, be notified of these little forecasts as they pop up. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and ciao for now.